Hi everyone, it is Olive and welcome to my June TBR. So although May was a bit of a difficult month for me in terms of reading and getting excited about some of the books I was reading, May was also a very incredible book acquisition month, so get ready for it. First of all, the much anticipated Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare came out. I am so stoked about this. I've already started reading it. As you can see, I'm only a third of the way in. I feel really awful about that because last year when the first book in the Dark Artifices came out, I think I finished it in 5 days during grad school. But I guess I work full-time too now, so a little bit of a different situation. I am just really enjoying getting to know these characters even more and seeing what kind of plots are going to be taking place in this book. Cassandra Clare is just one of my favorite authors. There's none other like her. So, I will have to let you know how this book is in my June wrap-up. Another book that I have really been eagerly anticipating for this month is Into the Water by Paula Hawkins. As I've mentioned in some of my other videos, I'm not necessarily a huge thriller reader, even though criminology is my thing. However, Paula Hawkins just is a fantastic author. I read Girl on the Train late last year and just fell in love with it. It is such a well-written and fast-paced story and has so many twists and turns, and Paula Hawkins just has you going all the time, so how can I not buy Into the Water? I don't know too much about the plot of this. I know that women keep drowning and turning up in some sort of pond or lake, hence Into the Water. But beyond that, I really don't know too much. And I don't really mind that because Girl on the Train was so fast-paced, there's no way you can really easily summarize that book without spoilers, so I am fine not knowing a total summary of this book because half the fun of reading Paula Hawkins is not having any spoilers and not knowing what's going to happen next. And a third book that I cannot wait to read is The Best of Adam Sharpe by Graham Simpson. I absolutely adore Graham Simpson's The Rosie Project and The Rosie Effect. Contemporary books weren't really something I would lean towards before reading those books. Actually, Rose got me The Rosie Effect, and I was just addicted to his writing style. The way that Graham Simpson got inside his main character's head in The Rosie Project and The Rosie Effect was just astounding to me. It was very transparent into the character's head, if that makes sense, and you weren't overwhelmed with the character's thoughts, so I'm really hoping that The Best of Adam Sharpe is like that as well. I actually don't know too much about the plot. Surprise, surprise. I just went for the author, so I believe, if I'm correct, it has something to do with getting old, something with age, I don't know really. But I do know I love the way this author writes, so we're gonna leave it at that, and I will let you know in my June wrap-up how the book actually is. And at long last, I have caved to the booktube community and bought A Court of Thorns and Roses. So if you saw the video that Feather Rose and I did when I was home visiting them, we talked about this a little bit. I bought this book, and then also A Court of Mist and Fury, which I'm super excited to read. Feather highly recommended the series to me and said I would really like it, so we're gonna go with it because I very much so trust her judgment. I actually really can't wait to read this book, and I have no idea how I'm going to decide which book to read after I finish Lord of Shadows, which I've already started. This book is really calling to me, not gonna lie. I see it everywhere I go. I just really need to read this book. And of course, in case you are like me and still have not read this book, it's by Sarah J. Maas, and it is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, if I'm correct. Last but not least is Dark Places by Gillian Flynn. This is a book that was on my May TBR. I did start it, and then it just got like pretty dark, and I wasn't really feeling it, and this was a hard book to read alongside Hidden Figures, so I chose Hidden Figures instead, but long story short, I am going on a trip which will include a very long flight soon, so this is a book that I'm going to try and finish before I get to my destination so I can do a book swap or something with someone. But it's a good book, it's just a little bit dark. Thank you so much for watching my June TBR. I am so excited to read all of these books. I can't wait also because the weather is starting to finally get nice a little bit in Toronto, so I'm going to go read by my building's pool, hopefully outside, and get a lot more reading done than I did in May. So happy reading and have a great week!